And David said unto Gad, I'm in a great strait. Let us fall now into the hand of the Lord, for his mercies are great, and let me not fall into the hand of man. So the Lord sent a pestilence upon Israel. Check this out. From the morning even to the time appointed, and there died of the people from Dan even to Beersheba 70,000 men. Now you talking about what happened in New Orleans, and there fell 70,000 men. Can't we praise the Lord? And when the angel stretched out his hand, listen, and when the angel stretched out his hand upon Jerusalem to destroy it, the Lord repented him of the evil. Say what? And when the angel stretched out his hand upon Jerusalem to destroy it, the Lord repented him of the evil, and said to the angel that destroyed the people, and said to the angel that destroyed the people, and said to the angel that destroyed the people, just in case, Most High speak once, yea, twice, man perceiveth it not, and said unto the angel that destroyed the people, it is enough. Stay now thine hand. Stay now thine hand. What hand? In review, we must go to Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28. There be spirits, or what else? There be spirits, or what else? Another name for spirits. Work with me. Angels, thank you. There be spirits, or angels, that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. This is Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Now, Ecclesiasticus 29, 28 to 30. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. So those are the angels that are created, that the Most High, our Heavenly Father, has created for vengeance. And you see, as we go back, and this is one of those angels. Now, do we care? Do we worry about his name? If his name is not given, do we worry about his name? No. Remember he said, what the angel said? Is secret. So some of their names are secret. That's right. We just know what the Lord has given us, what the Most High has given us through our Mashiach Yahweh Shah, through the angels, through the Spirit. And now we're going back to 2 Samuel 24 and 16. And when the angel stretched out his hand upon Jerusalem to destroy it, remember, angels, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, right? And when the angel stretched out his hand upon Jerusalem to destroy it, the Lord repented him of the evil and said to the angel that destroyed the people, it is enough. How many did he destroy? Verse 15 again. So the Lord sent a pestilence upon Israel from the morning even to the time appointed, and there died of the people from Dan even to Beersheba 70,000 men. That's a lot of men. That is a lot of men, 70,000. And when the angel stretched out his hand upon Jerusalem to destroy it, he did ready to destroy all of Jerusalem. They just let them go. I mean, they just let them go. This the power that we serve, people. That's right, powerful hand. This the power that we serve. You know, it's mercy and grace shown even in what we seen in New Orleans and in the tsunami. And everything that we've seen on this earth so far, we're on the mercy and grace. You can see it. We give all praise and glory to Heavenly Father. So, and when the angel stretched out his hand upon Jerusalem to destroy it, the Lord repented him of the evil and said to the angel that destroyed the people. Who destroyed the people? The angel destroyed the people through the orders of who? Yeah. Right. That's right. That's right, Yeshua, Christ and the Most High. Okay. Right. Because remember, Christ said, I and my Father are one. They're in agreement. Okay. We're going to start at 1 Kings 13 and 11 again. It says, now there dwelt an old prophet in Bethel, and his sons came and told him all the works that the man of the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushua, had done that day in Bethel. The words which he had spoken unto the king, them they told also to their father. And their father said unto them, what way went he? For his sons had seen what way the man of the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushua, went, which came from Judah. And he said unto his sons, saddle me the ass. So they saddled him the ass, and he rode thereon, and went after the man of the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushua, and found him sitting under an oak. And he said unto him, art thou the man of the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushua, that cameth unto Judah? And he said, I am. Then he said unto him, come home with me, and eat bread. And he said, I may not return with thee, nor go in with thee, neither will I eat bread, nor drink water with thee in this place. For it was said to me, by the word of the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushua, thou shalt eat no bread, nor drink water there, nor turn again to go by the way that thou camest. He said unto him, I am a prophet also as thou art. And an angel spake unto me. I'm going to read it again. And an angel spake unto me by the word of the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushua, saying, bring him back with thee into thine house, that he may eat bread and drink water. But he lied unto him. Said the angel had spoken to him, but he was lying. So he went back with him, and did eat bread in his house, and drank water. And it came to pass, as they sat at the table, that the word of the Lord, the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushua, came unto the prophet and brought him back. And he cried unto the man of the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushua, that came from Judah, saying, thus said the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushua, for as much as thou hast disobeyed the mouth of the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushua, and hast not kept the commandment which the Lord thy power commanded thee, but camest back and hast eaten bread and drunk water in the place of the which the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushua, did say to thee, eat no bread and drink no water, thy carcass shall not come unto the sepulchre of thy fathers. And it came to pass, after he had eaten bread and after he had drunk, that he saddled for him the ass, to wit, for the prophet whom he had brought back. And when he was gone, a lion met him by the way and slew him, and his carcass was cast in the way, and the ass stood by it. The lion also stood by the carcass. And behold, men passed by and saw the carcass cast in the way, and the lion standing by the carcass. And they came and told it in the city where the old prophet dwelt. The lion ate him up. And when the prophet that brought him back from the way heard thereof, he said, it is the man of the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushua, who was disobedient to the word of the Lord. Therefore the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushua, has delivered him unto the lion, which have torn him and slain him according to the word of the Lord, which he spake unto him. And he spake to his sons, saying, saddle me the ass. And they saddled him. And he went and found his carcass cast in the way, and the ass and the lion standing by the carcass. The lion had not eaten the carcass, nor torn the ass. And the prophet took up the carcass of the man of the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushua, and laid it upon the ass, and brought it back. And the old prophet came to the city to mourn and to bury him. And he laid his carcass in his own grave, and they mourned over him, saying, alas, my brother. So, don't follow the way of the Lord if you want to. As an example of the Most High, he don't play. He say, I kill and make alive. I wound and I heal. Whew. That's serious. He told me, now what was that for? That was just for eating. He told me, don't go there and eat. Don't go there and eat and drink nothing. He did it anyway. That's why we have to have our ears tuned in, honed in, not knowing how the angels coming at us. Look at 1 Kings 19. We're going to start at verse 4. 1 Kings 19 and 4. Well, I better start above that. I better start at 1 so you get the whole story. And Ahab told Jezebel all that Elijah had done. Elijah is the prophet. Y'all know, but y'all heard about Jezebel. And Ahab told Jezebel all that Elijah had done. Ahab was the king. And withal, how he had slain all the prophets with the sword. And Ahab told Jezebel all that Elijah had done, and withal how he had slain all the prophets with the sword. Then Jezebel sent a messenger unto Elijah, saying, so let the gods do to me, and more also, if I make not thy life as the life of one of them by tomorrow about this time. Oh, so you threatened the prophet Elijah? And when he saw that, he arose and went for his life, and came to Beersheba, which belongeth to Judah, in the land of Judah. Y'all know Judah is the southern part of Israel, and left his servant there. But he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness, and came and sat down under a juniper tree. And he requested for himself that he might die, and said, it is enough now, O Lord, take away my life, for I am not better than my fathers. And as he lay and slept under the juniper tree, behold, then an angel touched him, and said to him, arise and eat. So an angel touched Elijah as he was laying in his sleep, and said, arise and eat. And he looked, and behold, there was a cake baking on the coals, and a cruse of water at his head. And he did eat and drink, and laid him down again. And the angel of the Lord came again the second time, and touched him, and said, arise and eat, because the journey is too great for thee. And he arose and did eat and drink, and went in the strength of that meat 40 days and 40 nights unto Horeb, the mount of the Most High. So you know the number 40, or if you know the number 4, you add the numbers in. When you break down every Hebrew word, and numbers have numbers, every letter has numbers. When you break it down in the Hebrew, the number 4 is the number for mercy. That's why you see 40 days and 40 nights a lot. Because 4 plus 0, you add the numbers over from the left to the right. 4 plus 0 is 4, right? That equals mercy. The number 4 is mercy. Right. Because you take the 4 and the 0, that's mercy. And there's mercy after you fast for 40 days, or remember the water was on the earth for the flood, 40 days, 40 nights. Nueno, right? That's the number for mercy. Yes. Verse 7. And the angel of the Lord came again the second time, and touched him, and said, arise and eat, because the journey is too great for thee. And he arose and did eat and drink, and went in the strength of that meat 40 days and 40 nights unto Horeb, the mount of the Most High. And he came thither unto a cave, and lodged there. And behold, the word of the Lord came to him. And he said unto him, what doest thou here, Elijah? And he said, I have been very jealous for the Lord power of hosts. For the children of Israel have forsaken thy covenant, thrown down thine altars, and slain thy prophets with the sword, and I, even I only, am left. And they seek my life to take it away. And he said, go forth and stand upon the mount before the Lord. So who is it that it is the angel, okay? And he said, everybody see that? No, not angels, the angel. And he said, I have been very jealous for the Lord power of hosts, for the children of Israel have forsaken thy covenant, thrown down thine altars, and slain thy prophets with the sword. And I, even I only, am left, and they seek my life to take it away. And he said, Go forth and stand upon the mount before the Lord. And behold, the Lord passes by. And a great and strong wind rent the mountains and brake in pieces the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. And after the wind, an earthquake. But the Lord was not in the earthquake. And after the earthquake, a fire. But the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire, a still small voice. And it was so, when Elijah heard it, that he wrapped his face in his mantle and went out and stood in the entering in of the cave. And behold, there came a voice unto him and said, What doest thou here, Elijah? Now, you see what he done? It says, a great and strong wind rent the mountains and brake in pieces the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. And after the wind, an earthquake. But the Lord was not in the earthquake. And after the earthquake, a fire. But the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire, a still small voice. And it was so, when Elijah heard it, that he wrapped his face in his mantle and went out and stood in the entering in of the cave. And behold, there came a voice unto him and said, What doest thou here, Elijah? And he said, I have been very jealous for the Lord's power of hosts, because the children of Israel have forsaken thy covenant, thrown down thy altars, and slain thy prophets with the sword. And I, even I only, am left, and they seek my life to take it away. And the Lord said unto him, Go, return on thy way to the wilderness of Damascus. And when thou comest, anoint Hazael to be king over Syria. And Jehu the son of Nimshi shall thou anoint to be king over Israel. And Elijah and Elisha the son of Shaphat of Abel-Meholah shall thou anoint to be prophet in thy room. And it shall come to pass that him that escapeth the sword of Hazael shall Jehu slay. And him that escapeth from the sword of Jehu shall Elisha slay. That means kill him. Whoever escaped from the sword of one, the other one's going to kill him. Yet I have left me 7,000 in Israel, all the knees which have not bowed unto Baal or unto any type of negative against the righteousness of the Most High, while Hamashiach Yahushua. Remember this. And if you add 7 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, you get what? If you add 7 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, you get what? Once again, verse 18 of 1 Kings 19th chapter. Yet I have left me 7,000 in Israel, all the knees which have not bowed unto Baal, and every mouth which have not kissed him. That's serious. Now you say they kissed the belly of the Buddha? Is that why it's sticking out like that? And they kiss the black stone, don't they? Don't they kiss the black stone? The cobblestone? That's serious, man. But 7 is a number of completion. 7 is the number of completion. It's a complete number of men. Oh, yes. That will not bow down to Satan or any of his tactics or any of these religions that they have that have our people in obscurity of darkness. Let's go into the book of 2 Kings, the first chapter. The first chapter, and we want to start, and I'm going to start at verse 5 and read down. It says, And when the messengers turned back unto him, he said unto them, why are ye now turned back? This is Elijah. And they said unto him, there came a man up to meet us, and said unto us, go, turn again unto the king that sent you, and say unto him, thus said the Lord, is it not because there is not a God in Israel, that thou sendest to inquire of Baal-zebub, the god of Ekron? Therefore thou shalt not come down from that bed on which thou art gone up, but shalt surely die. And he said unto them, what manner of man was he which came up to meet you, and told you these words? And they answered him, he was a hairy man. Elijah was a hairy man, and girt with a girdle of leather about his loins. And he said, it is Elijah the Tishbite. Then the king sent unto him a captain of 50 with his 50, and he went up to him. And behold, he sat on the top of an hill, and he spake unto him, thou man of God, thou man of the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushai, the king hath said, come down. And Elijah answered and said to the captain of 50, if I be a man of the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushai, then let fire come down from heaven and consume thee and thy 50. And there came down fire from heaven and consumed him and his 50. That's the power. And again, also he sent unto him another 50, captain of 50, with his 50. And he answered and said unto him, O man of God, O man of the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushai, thus hath the king said, come down quickly. And Elijah answered and said unto them, if I be a man of the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushai, let fire come down from heaven and consume thee and thy 50. And the fire of the Most High came down from heaven and consumed him and his 50. Now that's power. Elijah, an angel of the Most High. And he sent again a captain of the third 50 with his 50. And the third captain of the 50 went up and came and fell on his knees before Elijah and besought him and said unto him, O man of God, O man of the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushai, I pray thee, let my life and the life of these 50 thy servants be precious in thy sight. Behold, there came fire down from heaven and burnt up the two captains of the former 50s with their 50s. Therefore let my life now be precious in thy sight. And the angel of the Lord said unto Elijah, 2 Kings, the first chapter, I started from the 5th verse down. And the angel of the Lord said unto Elijah, come down with him, be not afraid of him. And he arose and went down with him unto the king. Now that's power. That's some spiritual power right there. 50 at a time. Burn them up. Another 50. Burn them up. That's 100 men. One man, Elijah, burn up. That's power. That's spiritual power right there. That's the power that we have. When we have our faith right, and we following the law, statutes, commandments, and doing the right things, that we can please the Most High. Wahamashiach Yahushai. And he said unto him, verse 16, thus said the Lord, for as much as thou hast sent messengers to inquire of Baal-zebub, the god of Ekron, is it not because there is no God in Israel to inquire of his word? Therefore thou shalt not come down off that bed on which thou art gone up, but shalt surely die. So he died according to the word of the Lord, which Elijah had spoken. And Jehoram reigned in his stead in the 2nd year of Jehoram, the son of Jehoshaphat, king of Judah, because he had no son. Now the rest of the acts of Ahaziah, which he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel? Oh yes. So we see. And that was a lot of power there. But see, the angel had to come down and talk to him. He'd have tore up the last 50 that was sent. Second Kings
19th chapter. And y'all still with me? You're seeing how the angels, they're doing good and they're doing evil under the anger of the Most High. Wahamashiach Yahushai. As you can see, we're going to 2 Kings, the 19th chapter now, and we're going to pick up a story here. Let's see, when we go. Okay, you can read some of these. You can read the whole story as you go to the 19th chapter, so you can get the whole story of what's happening. You know, I'll start at verse 20. 2 Kings 19 chapter in the 20th verse. Then Isaiah the son of Elma sent to Hezekiah, saying, Thus said the Lord power of Israel, that which thou hast prayed to me against Sennacherib, king of Assyria, I have heard. This is the word that the Lord has spoken concerning him. The virgin, the daughter of Zion, hath despised thee, and laughed thee to scorn. The daughter of Jerusalem hath shaken her head at thee. Whom hast thou reproached and blasphemed? And against whom hast thou exalted thy voice and lifted up thine eyes on high? Even against the Holy One of Israel. 2 Kings 19, and I started at verse 20. By thy messengers thou hast reproached the Lord, and hast said, With the multitude of my chariots I am come up to the height of the mountains, to the sides of Lebanon, and will cut down the tall cedar trees thereof, and the choice fir trees thereof, and I will enter into the lodging of his borders, and into the forest of his Carmel. I have digged and drunk strange waters, and with the sole of my feet have I dried up all the rivers of besieged places. Hast thou not heard long ago how I have done it, and of ancient times that I have formed it? Now have I brought it to pass that thou shouldst be to lay waste fit cities, and to ruinous heaps. Therefore their inhabitants were of small power. They were dismayed and confounded, confused. They were as the grass of the field, and as the green herb, as the grass of the housetops, and as corn blasted before it be grown up. But I know thy abode, and thy going out, and thy coming in, and thy rage against me, because thy rage against me and thy tumult is come up into mine ears. He hearing about it. Therefore I will put my hook in thy nose, and my bridle in thy lips, and I will turn thee back by the way by which thou camest. And this shall be a sign unto thee. Ye shall eat this year such things as grow of themselves, and in the second year that which springeth of the same. And in the third year sow ye, and reap, and plant vineyards, and eat the fruits thereof. And the remnant that is escaped of the house of Judah shall yet again take root downward, and bear fruit upward. For out of Jerusalem shall go forth a remnant, and they that escape out of Mount Zion, Zion is another name for the children of Israel, the Most High's holy monument, the zeal of the Lord of hosts shall do this. Remnant, certain number. Therefore thus said the Lord concerning the king of Assyria, he shall not come into this city. Saying this, the king of Assyria is not going to come into this city, nor shoot an arrow there, nor come before it with shield, nor cast a bank against it. Saying he's not coming against, he said the king of Assyria is not coming against this city. By the way that he came, by the same shall he return, and shall not come into this city, said the Lord. For I will defend this city. Listen. For I will defend this city. For I will defend this city to save it for mine own sake and for my servant David's sake. Now how do you do it? And it came to pass that night that the angel of the Lord went out and smote in the camp of the Assyrians 185,000. You hear that? An angel of the Lord went out and smote in the camp of the Assyrians. That's why people don't understand. You think you know. People think they know about the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushai, and the angels, and what we dealing with. Do you know how much mercy and grace we are? We can thank Him. That's why I always say Brakatah, but now about Shema Mashiach Yahushai. He sent an angel. Count the numbers if you've been counting. And it came to pass that night that the angel of the Lord went out. That's not plural. That is one angel went out and smote in the camp of the Assyrians 185,000. Let me let you know that a score equals 20. A score is 20. 20 times 4 is what? And it came to pass, verse 35, that night that the angel of the Lord went out and smote in the camp of the Assyrians 185,000. That equals to 185,000. No, 184, that's 80, and 5,000. 185,000. That's how much it is. And when they arose early in the morning, behold, they were all dead corpses. So Sennacherib, king of Assyria, departed and went and returned and dwelt at Nineveh. And it came to pass, as he was worshiping in the house of Nishrash, his god, that Adramelech and Zerezer, his son, smote him with the sword, and they escaped into the land of Armenia, and Esarhaddon, his son, reigned in his stead. Wow. His sons killed him. But who really killed him? Let's look at 1 Chronicles 21, and I'm going to start at verse 13. This is after remember the prophet, or the seer Gad, had came to David and gave him the choices. He had 3 choices to make for numbering Israel. We're going to start it and see how it goes in Chronicles. It says in 1 Chronicles 21 and 13, it says, and David said unto Gad, who was his prophet, I am in great strait. Let me fall now into the hand of the Lord, for very great are his mercies. But let me not fall into the hand of man. This is what we just read before. So the Lord sent pestilence upon Israel, and 3 fell of Israel, and there fell of Israel 70,000 men. And God sent an angel unto Jerusalem to destroy it. Now you see, who sent the angel? Christ sent the angel to destroy Jerusalem. The Most High sent the angel to destroy Jerusalem. And as he was destroying, the Lord beheld, and he repented him of the evil, and said to the angel that destroyed, it is enough. Stay now thine hand. And the angel of the Lord stood by the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite. And David lifted up his eyes and saw the angel of the Lord stand between the earth and the heaven, having a strong sword in his hand, stretched out over Jerusalem. So this is more giving you more of what happened that we didn't get in 2 Chronicles, the 24th chapter. David looked and seen in the 4th dimension. You could see the angel standing there. Sometimes the Most High would open our eyes to see certain things. Like I've seen a large angel block the freeway for me. You know, I've seen a spirit walk in the room, walk around the room. And David lifted up his eyes and saw the angel of the Lord stand between the earth and the heavens, having a drawn sword in his hand, stretched out over Jerusalem. Then David and the elders of Israel, who were clothed in sackcloth, fell upon their faces. They were clothed in sackcloth, meaning in mourning. We put sackcloth like burlap on ourselves. That means at a lower state. That's why I don't understand why Hollywood would always put us in sackcloth. Well, that's all right. They could put the Edomites in sackcloth all they want to, because we were a glorious people as we are today, and we would change into those types of attire when we were mourning.
And David lifted up his eyes and saw the angel of the Lord stand between the earth and the heaven, having a drawn sword in his hand stretched out over Jerusalem. Then David and the elders of Israel, who were clothed in sackcloth, fell upon their faces. And David said unto God, to the Most High, while Hamashiach Yahushai, is it not I that commanded the people to be numbered? Even I it is that have sinned and done evil indeed. But as for these sheep, what have they done? Let thine hand, I pray thee, O Lord, my power, be on me and on my father's house, but not on thy people, that they should be plagued. Then the angel of the Lord commanded Gad to say to David, that David should go up and set up an altar unto the Lord in the threshing floor of Ophrah the Jebusite. So I ask you, who gave David the answer? So I stopped. Okay, we're going to read this again, one more time, just for edification. 1 Chronicles 21 and 17, 18, and 19. It says, and David said unto God, so David is praying to the Most High through Christ. Is it not I that commanded the people to be numbered? Even I it is that have sinned and have done evil indeed. But as for these sheep, what have they done? Let thine hand, I pray thee, O Lord, my power, be on me and on my father's house, but not on thy people, that they should be plagued. Then the angel of the Lord commanded Gad to say to David. So this is the answer to his prayer coming through the angel to the prophet to tell David that David should go up and set up an altar unto the Lord in the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite. Now look at verse 19. And David went up at the saying of Gad, which he spake in the name of the Lord. He went up at the saying of Gad, who was his prophet, which he spake in the name of the Lord, which the angel spake in the name of the Lord. Right? Everybody understand that? And Ornan turned back and saw the angel, and his 4 sons with him hid themselves. Now Ornan was threshing wheat. And as David came to Ornan, Ornan looked and saw David and went out of the threshing floor and bowed himself to David with his face to the ground. Then David said to Ornan, grant me the place of this threshing floor, that I may build an altar therein unto the Lord. Thou shalt grant it me for the full price, that the plague may be stayed from the people. And Ornan said unto David, take it to thee, and let my lord the king do that which is good in his eyes. Lo, I give thee the oxen also for burnt offerings, and the threshing instruments for wood, and the wheat for the meat offering. I give it all. And King David said to Ornan, nay, which means no, but I will verily buy it for the full price. For I will not take that which is thine for the Lord, nor offer burnt offerings without cost. So David gave to Ornan for the place 600 shekels of gold by weight. And David built there an altar unto the Lord, and offered burnt offerings and peace offerings, and called upon the Lord. And he answered him from heaven by fire upon the altar of burnt offerings. And the Lord commanded the angel. And the Lord commanded the angel. And the Lord commanded the angel. One more time. And the Lord commanded the angel, and he put up his sword again into the sheath thereof. Okay? I'm going to keep reading. Read verse 27. And the Lord commanded the angel. Verse 27 in 1 Chronicles, the 21st chapter. And the Lord commanded the angel, and he put up his sword again into the sheath thereof. At that time, when David saw that the Lord had answered him in the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite, then he sacrificed there. For the tabernacle of the Lord, which Moses made in the wilderness, and the altar of the burnt offering were at that season in the high place at Gibeon. But David could not go before it to inquire of the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushai, for he was afraid because of the sword of the angel of the Lord. King David was a mighty man, but he was afraid of that sword. He was afraid of the sword of the angel of the Lord. He seen that. So these angels is no joke. 2 Chronicles 32 and 7 down. And I'm starting at verse 17. You can read it on your own. He wrote also letters to rail on the Lord God of Israel, and to speak against him, saying, as the gods of the nations of other lands have not delivered their people out of mine hand, talking about the Assyrians, so shall not the God of Hezekiah deliver his people out of mine hand. Then they cried with a loud voice in the Jews' speech. That's the Lashawan Kodash, the ancient Hebrew, unto the people of Jerusalem that were on the wall, to affrighten them and to trouble them, that they might take the city. And they spake against the God of Jerusalem, the power of Jerusalem, as against the gods of the people of the earth, which were the work of the hands of man. Remember, Psalms 96 and 5 says, for all the gods of the nations are idols. And for this cause Hezekiah the king and the prophet Isaiah the son of Amoz prayed and cried to heaven. He cried unto heaven. And the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushai, sent an angel. Check it out. And the Most High, Wahamashiach Yahushai, sent an angel which cut off all the mighty men of valor and the leaders and captains in the camp of the king of Assyria. So he returned with shame of face to his own land. And when he was coming to the house of his God, they that came forth of his own bowels slew him there with the sword. They killed him with the sword. Sound like the story we just read before, previously. Thus the Lord saved Hezekiah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem from the hand of Sennacherib, the king of Assyria, and from the hand of all others, and guided them on every side. And many brought gifts unto the Lord to Jerusalem, and presents to Hezekiah, king of Judah, so that he was magnified in the sight of all nations from thenceforth and forevermore until he was gone. And that's the power we talking about. That's the power we talking about. And where's your power? That's our power. That's the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Oh yes. And that's how it's going to be when they come up against his anointed. They're going to worship before him. I love this scripture.